today.
5th of January, Rudy here. Welcome to the Daily Ninja Show, where we go through the shares and ETFs listed on the ASX and US, predominantly to do with resource stocks. So we start off with the tank, who's the MVR, also known as, full of Australian mining stocks. So the tank had a solid day today, 1.4, not bad, launching off his base here. The Australian share market, VAS, that was flat. Without the tank doing the lifting, that would be down. The financial index, the banks were flat. Our tech sector got walloped, down 2.5%. Maybe coming to a buy opportunity down here. Not yet. America, so the S&P 500. So just finished at the highs last week. The Nasdaq just sitting in the middle there. The gold price. So just look at a daily chart. Okay, so very interesting. So you've got some shooting stars there, which are bearish, but bullish when broken. So is tonight the night? They did. It's funny, isn't it? This was when the US market opened. Bang. You'd think if you were trying to sell something, you'd try and optimize the price, not whack it. Anyway, can't keep a good man down. Aussie dollar gold. Nice green candle. Our gold index, so bouncing off support. So the ETFs, so miners, bouncing off support. GDX doing the same. So that's, I'll go to a weekly chart so we can get a bigger picture. So Newmont, that's the big holding in there. It's still quite cheap. Score is 16. Northern Star, he got whacked for that drop in production guidance. But as I said, it's a good buying opportunity last week. And we got GDXJ, so this was Friday night. So as gold was getting whacked, nobody wanted it. So Evolution's a big holding in that one. So he's looking fine. In terms of some of our individual performers, that BC8, he's getting on with it. BGL, nice base forming there. Should just put a little, getting ready to go to the next floor. GGP is the same. Genesis is the same. They're all looking like they want to go up to the next floor. SBM, nice cup there. You got Mech, he looks like he's off to his next floor. AWJ, nice little cup there. Okay, so that's the gold. So Dr. Copper. Oh yeah, just so in case you don't run away, doing a special deep dive on the silver valuation stocks and the comp update. some people have jumped the gun. Okay, so copper price looks very bullish. So the wire ETF, so it can't ask for much more. So some of the big boys in there, so First Quantum, Anto, Southern Copper. That looks really nice actually, Southern Copper. Our local boys, so BHP, I should mark that in. Yep, he's poked his head up. Sandfire off to the next floor. Capstone, he's just just waiting. DVP. Yeah, he's ready to go. Get him in Australian Super too. CopJ over in America, he's looking good. Some of our producers that have done well today: AIS, AR1. Oh, this is a new one. Very cheap. Like you can see, AIS is on a score of 35. These guys on a score of 1, but they've just started. Had some issues, restructured, and blah blah blah. So have a look if you're interested. So obviously a lot of startup risks. Hillgrove getting on with it. Then the developers. All the others are pretty quiet today. Hot Chili getting on with it. Okay. I don't know what turns on uranium, I tell you. It's so spot price is probably going to break resistance there. Maybe that's why the stocks are moving. So URNM finally broken out of this consolidation. So that was led by Kamiko and Kaza and Sput. So yeah, it looks like the spot price is going to go. Now URNJ had a big up 12% Friday. Again, have no idea why. So UEC is the big holding in there in terms of our boys. Palladium. So that was it. Playing the last couple of weeks by him. That was a big jump, 7. Then we got Boss, who's nearly got his head back above. Bannerman. So they all had a big jump today. DYL. So they need to pull back a bit. And Penn, how did he go? He's nearly got his head up. So when it's not stock specific with uranium. It's when one goes, they all go. Okay, rare earths. So REMX in the US looks ready to go, and look what happened today, Mr. Linus. If I go to a daily, so you'd have to think that you have to give him a buy now. Obviously, things have changed. The same happened with MP materials. Everyone thought, all right, let's give him a go. Aluka, so he's off. Great buying down there if you did it. Lithium. So the lithium, just look at the futures price. Oh God. So Lit P. That looks fine. So look, we got our guys. So Pilbara. We got Gang Feng. They're not here, so they're the overseas ones that are in XMET and so IGO, Local Boy, and Liontown. Then we had who? Then in our development space, CRR was up 12%. LKE up 14. I think some of these, we'll get to them in the comp. INR, all looking very nice. Okay, oil. So Venezuela, hey? I'm sure you all heard about that. Oil price is going to crash. In case you didn't know, so obviously America was going to take over their oil. Now they have heavy oil, not light oil like the Middle East, if you didn't know. But that's not the be all and end all. But okay, get back to the. I wouldn't say the oil price has crashed. Maybe now we have a new floor, so it doesn't look very bearish to me, which is interesting. The natural gas price, so it's still, well, I guess it's coming back to some support area here maybe. Anyway, it's a nice fall. So the king, how did he go today? Taking his pace. He is predominantly gas, so but the interesting one is we'll get into it. So fuel, he's kicked off, and just look at this. So obviously the Venezuelan thing happened on the weekend, but look at these oil stocks in America. So Exxon's, they've got big operations in Venezuela already, so they're going to be a big beneficiary of moving into Venezuela, and this is before it happened. So Chevron, a beautiful declining wedge. So obviously the people in the know with the money knew what was going on Friday. Conoco, Shell. So isn't it funny? Okay. We won't go through others. So okay, so S. So we've got to. So I did my silver special just a while ago. So as I said, I think the boys are going to try and hammer it, but they're going to lose. So just expect volatility. SILJ, same. If it drops, buy it. If you haven't got it. Now this is a new, it's only in America, SETM. It's a nice combo. So uranium, lithium, copper, rare earths, and silver. Like a real nice mix. It's got everything except gold. And chart looks fantastic. Zinc price, so just consolidating. Lead balloon, so even lead's getting a bit of a giddy up, so we'll get to him with BML. So ETP mag, I think you just got to buy and hold on. So the big boys in SILJ, so Heckler, Kua, so they haven't broken out yet. So just expect volatility. So XMET, it's the one here on the ASX. South 32. So he's obviously he's in the comp. Looking fine. It was a buyback here. Okay, so I've done a bit of a scoring system. So we'll start off with our producers. So if in these stocks, I'm not going to read all this because it'll take an hour. You can check my numbers to make sure they're all right. But essentially, I've just done a market cap to resource and a market cap to production score, so you can benchmark them. So Poly's got a 3.5 and 160, but he's half zinc, 35% silver. So 3.5 R and 160. Then we've got BHM. He's a 3R, sort of about the same mix. So a bit cheaper, a little bit more silver, but no production guidance, so you can't give him a score. MKR, My Kitchen Rules, so he's on a 3R, and 140 on production, so a bit cheaper than Poly, but he's all silver. He's got no zinc in there. Okay, so that's our producers. So our developers, so we've got BML, the lead man, but he's actually, so he's got a 1.3 R and a 60p. So he's pretty, like if we look at, it was 3, but he's in development. So you're going to get, this R score is going to get lower, obviously. But it's pretty good, and he's on a 60p, and he's nearly he's actually now over half silver, and the lead price is looking good. So Metal Man, onto it. Okay, so IVR, he's on a 6R, but he's all silver. SVL's on a 3R and a 30p. So, well, as I said, he is a Ferrari, but you can't get a license to drive him. I reckon half the people don't even know that are buying it, that he's... They're not even going to know about the environmental approvals for another 12 months. Anyway, okay, so this guy here, BMC, so he's the new one. He gets the tick of cheap. So he's Canada, largest standalone silver zinc. This is all his guts, and he's got 100 mil in the bank to drill, and he's already got their like the PFS done, 32 million ounces. Anyway, 1.5R and an 8p. So that just kicks the shit out of anything that we've just looked at. So, yeah, I mean, you can't tell with the chart what's going on, but that looks pretty attractive, really. Okay, move on. So the past producers, BKB. So they're on an 8R. But I think their grade's pretty good, but it's still, yeah, it's not cheap. This is okay, this guy was in the lithium basket, but I can't, like their main project's this lithium thing, that's why you got a tick. But they got a 0.2R and a 5p. Just old silver lead zinc mine over in Italy. It's only 20 million market cap, and they've got what's their 100 million silver equivalent ounces. But they're trying to seek a partner or sell it. Anyway, I thought I'd have to bring him over to the silver because it's, look at that nice declining wedge, and he's cheap. ASL, so he's on a 5R. Okay, so now we've got our boys with big resources. So Ardent, he's on a 0.5R. So USL, he's on a 2R. SS1 is on a 0.6R. So obviously down here it was really cheap for his like market cap too. So his price is up here now, so he's not cheap. He's back with the pack in terms of value. So they're the large scale resource boys. They're now our drillers. So we've got MMA, they're on a 1R. We've got ILT, he's on a 0.7R. AVM, so he's on a 0.65, but the 235 grams per tonne, and they reckon they'll get to 200 million, which would put them at 0.3 with a high grade, and they got this gold project. Then we've got RCM. So they're on a 1.1. They do have a high grade though, 400. Then we've got LDR. Well, they don't have any resource to benchmark. But interestingly, they sold a project to RCM, the one we just looked at, and they hold a bit of the shares of it. Then we've got the West Coast Eagles. They don't actually have a resource. So if you're in these and you know the answers to things I don't know, let me know, but I couldn't find any type of resource for them. Alright, so that's your silver deep dive. So now the comp is like the start of the Sydney Hobart race. None of the fund managers had anything, but we had some rippers on like 10%. Plus we'll go through. So CXL, so he was up 31% today. Who was that? King Casma, well done, got in early. Then we had EZZ was up 12%. So Mr. Shunter Chef, yes. He hasn't told me if he's really a chef. He was up 12. Then just going through. So they were in the over $1. Now in the under $1. So we had AGE. He was up 12. From Xinyuan. Then we had. Oh, he fell down. EL8, he was up 10. And then Finn, he was up 20. Hope they got some gutso in them to go. IBX, I haven't even. He was up 11. INR was up 12. Yeah, that looks beautiful, that one. And IXR was up 16. So yeah, so rare earths, eh? And then it keeps going. KZR was up 10.5. LKE was up 14. LMS was up 14. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So it's a good start to the yacht race. Only 359 sleeps to go. All right, have a good one.